You don't get disrespected by accident. There is someone in your life right now who talks to you in a way they wouldn't use with others. They interrupt you. They dismiss what you say. They cross lines they would never cross with certain people. And the strange part is they probably weren't like this at the beginning. It slowly started happening little by little, and you didn't even notice when it changed. Most people think disrespect is about bad people, or rude personalities, or toxic behavior. But that's not the truth. Disrespect isn't random. It doesn't just appear. It starts with one signal, one small signal. You send without even realizing it. And once people pick up on it, everything changes. But what if I told you, you can stop most disrespect without arguing, without explaining yourself, without becoming cold or aggressive, just by changing that one signal? Stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll see exactly why people treat you the way they do and how to change it permanently. Here's the first thing you need to understand. People don't treat you based on what you say. They treat you based on what you tolerate. Read. That again, every interaction is a test, not a loud, obvious test, but a subtle one. Someone interrupts you. Do you stop them or let it slide? Someone makes a small, disrespectful joke. Do you react or laugh it off? Someone ignores your boundary. Once, do you correct it or adjust yourself that moment? Right there is the signal. And once you send it, the other person's brain makes a decision. This person is safe to push. Most people don't realize they're training others how to treat them. Every time you ignore a small disrespect, you teach people it's allowed, and the brain loves patterns, especially social ones. If something works, once it will be tried again. That's why disrespect always escalates. It never stays small. Here's where people get it wrong. They think respect is about confidence or dominance or saying the right words. It's not. Respect is about emotional consequences. When someone disrespects you, what happens next? Do they lose access to you? Or do they get the same version of you as before? Most people stay the same. Same tone, same availability, same energy. And that's the signal you're showing. That crossing you costs nothing. Imagine touching a hot stove. If it burns you, you don't do it again. But if nothing happens, you keep touching it. People work the same way. Here's the signal that creates most disrespect: overtolerance. Not kindness, not empathy. Overtolerance. You tolerate things you shouldn't because you don't want conflict, because you don't want to seem rude, because you don't want to lose the relationship. But here's the irony. That's exactly how you lose respect. People don't respect what has no cost. When you let things slide repeatedly, the other person's brain doesn't think they're kind. It thinks they won't do anything. And once that belief forms, disrespect becomes normal. Now here's the part most people miss. You don't need to confront disrespect loudly. You don't need speeches. You don't need explanations. You need consistency. The moment someone crosses a line, something must change. Not emotionally, behaviorally. Maybe you get quieter. Maybe you end the conversation. Maybe you respond later. Maybe you pull back. You don't announce it. You don't justify it. You let the consequence speak. This is how adults teach other adults. Words explain actions. Train. Let's talk about interruptions. Someone talks over you, cuts you off, keeps doing it. Most people keep talking or talk louder. or feel frustrated, that never works. Here's what works. You stop talking. You look at them. You wait. Silence makes people uncomfortable, especially when they're in the wrong. Then you calmly say, "Let me finish." No emotion, no smile, no anger, just neutral. That one moment resets the dynamic. You've sent a new signal. Another common signal is nervous. Explaining someone disrespects you, and you rush to explain yourself. Why you said what you said. Why you meant no harm. Why you didn't mean it that way. And what does that communicate? That you need their approval. That you're uncomfortable standing where you are. People don't respect explanations. They respect certainty. The more you explain, the smaller you look. Strong, people state weak. People justify. Here's something uncomfortable but important. People treat you based on how replaceable you appear. If you are always available, always accommodating, always adjusting, you signal low value, not because you are, but because you act like access to. You is unlimited. When access is unlimited, it's taken for granted. Respect increases when access has conditions. Now let's talk about the hardest part. Pulling back when someone disrespects you and you keep showing up. The same, nothing changes. But when you pull back without drama, without punishment, their brain notices something is different. They replay the interaction they look for. The mistake, this is where respect is rebuilt or revealed. Some people adjust. Some people double down. Some disappear. All three outcomes. Give you clarity. Here's the signal that ends. Most disrespect, self-respect, without explanation. Not loud, not aggressive, quiet, consistent. You stop tolerating what drains you. You stop rewarding bad behavior. You stop teaching people that crossing you is safe, and slowly, without force, without fights, the world adjusts. Here's what I want you to do. Think of one situation where you feel slightly disrespected. Not the worst one, a small one. Next time it happens, don't explain. Don't overreact. Just change your behavior. Pull back. Pause. Reset the dynamic. Watch what happens. People always reveal themselves when the signal changes. Disrespect isn't random. It starts with one signal. The moment you change it, everything else follows. And if this helped you see something clearly, subscribe. Because learning psychology isn't about controlling others. It's about controlling the signals you send. You've got more power than you think.